My name is Elizabeth Madgwick, and this is a brief overview of the Wisconsin Model of Academic Standards, the 6 guiding principles for learning and teaching in Wisconsin, a brief synopsis of one of the state standards aligned for family and consumer science with the Wisconsin Common Core, the definition of disciplinary literacy, as well as how the ACT test aligns to Wisconsin Common Core standards. Academic standards specifically tell us what students should know and be able to do in the classroom, and each content area in our state has its own set of academic standards. This assures that our students from Eau Claire to Kenosha all are aligned to the same standards and have the same opportunity for equitable education. We need these standards so that students and their parents, ourselves as educators, and the citizens of our state know what our students need to learn by a certain point in time. This assures that we're on track across our state and across our country to turn out some of the best students that the United States has. We are guided by 6 principles for learning and teaching in Wisconsin. They start that every student has the right to learn. So regardless of where they come from or who they are, when they walk into our classrooms, they have equal access to knowledge and education and equitable treatment by their teachers and administrators so that those students can be successful. Our instruction has to be rigorous and relevant, which sounds scary, but what that means is we will never give up on our students, and we expect them to never give up either. We never stop. And the education that we provide for them is relevant. They can use it tomorrow when they walk out the doors of our classrooms. We want Wisconsin students to be the best students. So we make sure that we don't give up, they don't give up, and what they're learning is relevant. We use purposeful assessment that drives our instruction and affects student learning. So our assessments happen before, during, and at the end of learning, and that those assessments are aligned to our objectives and our standards, making sure that they're relevant. Our tests measure what our students need to learn and should have learned. Learning is a collaborative responsibility, so our students, teachers, their families, and the community make education a priority. Our students are supported from all sides and lifted up so that we can all work together to enhance their learning, that our students feel like they are the most important and that their education comes first. They know that we're behind them, and through that they can achieve anything. Each of our students will bring unique strengths and experiences to learning, from diverse cultures, languages, religions. Our students and our communities are more diverse than ever, and we should capitalize on that, bringing in that diversity to enhance our learning, not to deter it. Our classroom environments and our school environments need to be responsive to our students and engage them. All students, regardless of physical, emotional, or academic situation, have access to a classroom that uplifts them, supports them, and engages them in the learning process. The family and consumer science field in Wisconsin is aligned to the Wisconsin Common Core standards. Specifically, when we talk about finances and money, the state standard CFR 1 means students will evaluate management practices related to the human, economic, and environmental resources. So the priority for middle school students would be to evaluate the effects of technology on individual and family resources. Students love it when we talk about money. The unit goal for this would be for them to explore how media and technological advances affect family and consumer decisions. It's important for students to understand that they're not the only ones deciding how their money is spent, and this unit goal helps students explore that. So looking at both a cognitive and an affective goal for the learners would be that the students will be able to list sources of media and technology that they subscribe to for information on products for use and purchase. And the students will then be able to identify the elements of commercial media that appeal to them and why they influence their spending habits. It's important for our students to understand what they like and how it affects them, and that sometimes media and advertisement can affect their buying habits in a way that maybe they don't like so much. So by being able to identify these, our students can become more responsible and better managers of their money, which will help them going forward. So the Wisconsin Common Core Standards and the ACT test align in remarkable ways. Our students in Wisconsin are set up great to succeed on the ACT test. Both the Common Core Standards and the ACT are research and evidence-based, and they're aligned with college and career expectations. Both our instruction here in Wisconsin and the ACT include rigorous content and skills measurement through these different assessments. Disciplinary literacy means that coming together with content knowledge, experience, and skills, our students will be able to read, write, listen, speak, think critically, and perform in a way that's meaningful within the content of a given field. In any career and technology field, but especially family and consumer science, literacy is key. Our students will always have to read. Unless IKEA and Lego start writing directions and recipes and other types of instructional manuals, our students will always have to read. And being able to cultivate these skills and hone in on this type of literacy will create strong learners going forward from the state of Wisconsin.